Hello YouTube, it's Emma Blue Eyes 10 here with an actual video. Yay! However, just to remind you, because I don't have access to a proper laptop or camera equipment at this time, probably for the next couple of videos that I do whenever they do come up, will probably just be these pretty picture videos of Blue Eyes White Dragon and any other bits and any other pictures that I really like and happen to find on the internet and everything. So I'm afraid you're stuck with that for the moment, so sorry. Anyway, I decided to do this video, a reflect on Yu-Gi-Oh! Over the decade and everything, because it has been 10 years now since I've got into the game, and thinking about it yesterday and discussing it with my future husband Chris, of course, my fiance. I was really amazed by how much I've changed as a person in the 10 years I've been with Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! Has had a major influence on my life in general, not just in my teenage years but on other things as well, both positive and negative, and all that. And now looking back, since it's now been a year since I've been out of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Scene, actually looking back and reflecting on the game and how it's changed me and all that sort of thing, it's like, it's surreal really, but it's like in a good way. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm dissing the game, or not dissing the game, coming out of the game or anything like that. No, I still really enjoy it. I'm just not as obsessive and as passionate as I once was about it. A brief history: I got into Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was about 15, so it was back in 2003, 2004, so I was about 14, 15 then, and I'm now 25, you know, coming up for 26 this year, which is quite a scary thought actually. And so it's been 10 years since I've been into the game, and you know, I've definitely changed my Yu-Gi-Oh! Perspectives in many ways, from obsessive little fangirl when I was a teenager to, you know, being very stubborn about certain cards, strategies and blah blah, to a young woman now who is still in love with the game, playing for fun, but obviously much more open to concepts of deck ideas, strategies, everything, but still wanting to, you know, put her own twist in on how I build my deck or decks and everything, and what I like to use, and everything. So yeah, I think the biggest change I've had is, even though I have had a taste at competitive dueling, I've been in tournaments and everything, I think I see myself more of a fun duelist now. I just play for fun, I play with my friends and everything. I highly doubt I'll ever get back into the competitive world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is, I won't lie, I did like the competitive side a bit, because, you know, it really pushed you, it challenged me, and I liked that. I liked being challenged, trying to do my best, because as you guys either know or don't know, even if I went up against a very top tier deck, tier 1, tier 0, whatever, even if I just won one duel out of the match that happened, that still made me feel good, because it was like, yeah, Blue Eyes can do it, or whatever deck it was I was using. It's like, yes, Blue Eyes can, you know, win against this deck on occasion and everything, but it's obviously not going to be, you know, the tier level 0 deck that I wish it would be. But oh well, wishful thinking. I can always try. But on the more positive side of it and everything, you know, I'm a fun duelist, which I think is more easier, because I would still follow the ban list and everything, because that's just how Yu-Gi-Oh! Works. But being able to actually play strategies that I like, that I know work for me and everything, and being more open to cards that make those strategies easier, I think has been the biggest change in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Aspect of myself. Because, as I said, when I was a teenager, until I was about, until after Mad for Miniatures actually, I was pretty much closed to a lot of ideas that were suggested for the deck, such as, of course, as you guys know, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, which I blatantly refused to use until about a year, 2 years ago now. But now I can see why it, you know, it is such a good card and everything, you know, being more open to change and everything. And you know, it happens, there are people like that. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of times when some of you guys have probably really liked using a certain card and refused to take it out of your deck, such as Blue Eyes Shining Dragon for me, of course. How many times do people still keep telling me you can take out your Shining Dragon and not use it? And for others, and of course there probably are certain cards that some of you blatantly refuse to use no matter what because you just don't like it, full stop, end of story. We all have those kind of moments and everything, but I've reflecting back on everything with Yu-Gi-Oh and everything, the more positive aspects of the game were the fact that it brought me my future husband, of course. I found love in Yu-Gi-Oh, and me and my partner still like the game and everything, but we're just not as into it as we once were. As I said, mainly because, well, we do have our own life now, we do have our own home, and we're just working to make life happy and everything. And I think that's one of the other major changes I think that's happened to me in the past year or so, is just because my perspective of life has changed, because I have got my own place now and I have got my own life now along with my partner. And when that kind of thing happens, priorities change, and Yu-Gi-Oh is no longer at top of the priority list. For me, it's paying the rent, paying my bills, making sure I've got food on the table, I've got the roof over my head, and I've got my loving partner beside me. Whereas for some of you, you probably have Yu-Gi-Oh high up on that priorities list as if you've got this kind of life already, and that's really admirable. I will not lie, I really do admire that. And I'm happy for you guys if you do have that kind of life and everything, and Yu-Gi-Oh's still a big part of your life there. As I said, it's not as big a part of me anymore, but it's still there. I still enjoy it. I'm still going to do my channel and everything. It probably just won't be as regular. I'm probably just going to do Duel Network duels, Dev Pro duels, Skype duels, maybe some duels against my partner and everything, but that's pretty much probably going to be all the kind of duels I will be doing from now on, because unfortunately where I live at the moment there is no competitive area, Yu-Gi-Oh area, unfortunately. The nearest place would be St. Austell. As you guys know, I live in Cornwall, but unfortunately St. Austell is quite difficult to get to from where I'm currently living. Some of you might suggest, well, why don't you move to St. Austell then? If you want to be back in it. And I say to that, I would like to. It'd be awesome if I could do that, but unfortunately the St. Austell area, as far as I'm aware, doesn't have very good job opportunities. Whereas here I've got 2 jobs I'm working at, and my partner's got a stable job as well. So it's like, I don't want to risk that because, well, I don't want to think about any negative sides of it, if you see what I mean. Other positives of Yu-Gi-Oh and everything, said it's changed me, it's made me more open to more ideas. I've found my loved one. It brought me so many happy memories and happy duels that I can remember with all the Skype friends I have, and of course the Yu-Gi-Oh friends I have on the internet and everything. I've got, and I actually got to do something fun and productive. Even though I wasn't very experienced or anything, I still liked being able to put my ideas and thoughts and everything out there like I'm doing now, because that's just the kind of person I am. I like to share my experiences with everybody. That's why I've got my YouTube channel, of course, and everything. So even if one had a little bit of experience, if someone else could benefit from that, then that makes me happy, and that's what matters to me the most. Now, moving on to a negative aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh, I think would definitely have to be the money factor of it. Unfortunately, I still don't have any real clue if the game is still as expensive as it once was a year ago. It probably still is, especially if you're in the competitive sector. But the one side about Yu-Gi-Oh was that it did take a good chunk of finances, I'm not going to lie. And I think that's one of the reasons why my priorities for Yu-Gi-Oh had changed so much, was because of the finance aspect. I can't afford to buy new cards left, right and centre now, or get them when I can and everything, because, as I said, my top priorities are bill, rent, food, basically. and everything. So while there probably are some cards I do still want to get, I mean, friend of mine, Kalo Shade, is possibly going to be sending me a Moonlight Black Rose Dragon, which is one of the cards I've really wanted ever since I saw it, because I really like that card. I really like the Black Rose cards. And I've heard there's like some more dragon support cards. I haven't checked those out as of yet, but I plan to, and if they're good I might consider getting them at some point. But as I said, at the moment right now, it's you know, the finance of Yu-Gi-Oh is quite expensive for me at this current time, so I'm unable to get anything new, but I'm making do with what I've got, and that's more than adequate for me, I believe. I think the only other I don't think there is any other negative aspect that's really impacted me, to be honest, in the Yu-Gi-Oh thing. Not really, no. I've always had very good memories with Yu-Gi-Oh, very good happy memories, and you know, and it still amazes me how I've changed from the obsessive little girl, fangirl basically, who was absolutely adamant about not using certain cards in her deck, to a young woman now who still really enjoys the game, even if it's just mostly for fun and everything. I still enjoy the game, but my perspective of it has changed greatly in the past year or two, just because of everything that's happened in my life and everything. But as I said, I'm not giving up on Yu-Gi-Oh. It's been a part of me for a long, long time, and I think it's going to be a part of me for a long, long time still. You know, and just out of curiosity, in case anybody does ask, if I have children at some point, you know, will I teach them the game? Will I show them the game? Maybe. I do not know. I don't plan to have any kids yet. I'm not ready for kids. I don't know yet, but it would be nice if I could, you know, introduce the kids to the game and let them, you know, choose if they want to play it or not or whatever, and just have the fun aspect of it. But that's something in the future, and it probably won't be for a while. What else is there? I don't think there's really anything else I can talk about with this. I've pretty much said everything I wanted to say. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I said, I do apologise, it's just a picture video, but that's the only kind of video I seem to can do at this current time. But anyway, that's my thoughts and opinions on how I've changed as a duelist and everything over the past 10 years. I'll reflect, if you like, on Yu-Gi-Oh! So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and leave, of course, your thoughts and comments in that down below, and let me know what you guys think. If you've been into the game for a long time, how's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game changed you? It'd be very interesting to read, I will not lie. Anyway guys, that's it for this video, and you take care, and we'll see you again, hopefully in the future at some point. I just don't know when, but till then I'm doing fine. I hope you guys are doing fine. Take care everybody. Bye!